I'm John Matranga. I'm the Director of Customer Innovation and Academia at OSIsoft. Thanks for coming out today. We're glad to have you here to be part of the Academic Symposium. I'm just going to give a brief overview about what we've been doing and an overview of the day, and then we'll turn it over to the real speakers who have the good content. But before we move forward, there's a couple of advertisements that they want me to do. So please go ahead and make sure that you have your badges. I think everybody does already, and wear them at all times. And then please download the mobile app so you know where to go. But you all found your way here, so hopefully you have the mobile app and it's already up and working for you. So at OSIsoft, we really believe people with data can transform their world. And this is a picture taken from one of our great partners out at UC Davis. I see them smiling in the back room. And it really, for us, is about the whole transformation and the whole journey that the industry has been going on throughout the last 35 years that we've been doing this work. And today is no different than it was before. You know, how do we take the data, make it available to the people who can turn that data into operations and operational insights and progress going forward? And in the academic space, we really see the opportunity to seed the next generation of our students and the next generation of our workforce. And at OSIsoft, we're very lucky and proud to have the support of the organization to move that forward. So when we look at a campus environment, we really see three components to our program. First is smarter operations on campus. So having the campus use our tools and our data types for having better outcomes on campus. Have that data be available and reliable for the students and the operations on campus. The next one is the fundamental research. So how can the professors on campus use our tools to gain insights into the real-world problems that are facing our customers today? So whether it's oil and gas or metals and mining or pharmaceutical, there's all problems in these environments that are pushing the level of technology. And lastly, and I think why we're focused in on this area is the students, right? So having the next generation of our workforce come out with more insights, more background, and be more useful to the industry at large so that they can get to work and solve problems in a much more rapid fashion. So this morning, we had a really great workshop that was small and focused in on a couple of subjects. We really want to say, how can we enable classroom use of our data through what we have now is called the Academic Hub, so that we leverage our cloud infrastructure and bring the time to market, lower the activation energy to use this data. And so we had conversations around several data sets, whether it was campus-wide data across the buildings, data from within specific buildings, pilot plant scale data, unit operation scale data, or a fermentation data set. What could we do with those data sets and really drive the education process? My ask for everybody who wasn't at that session this morning, if you're from industry and you think you want to support the academic engagement and support the workforce development of the future, come find somebody on my team or myself and talk to us about how that might happen, how you might share some data for some outcomes. Moving forward, we have this afternoon. So this afternoon we've assembled a great set of talks. I'm not going to go into the details of these, but it's a cross-cutting set of talks, whether it's collaboration with industry, research environments, on-campus operations environments, or classroom environments. We'll be able to talk about all of these things. From our perspective, the outcomes that you'll see in these talks, and it also ties into the morning, really ties into a couple of things. This whole Industry 4.0 digital transformation conversation, that the industry is really hungry for a new set of staff and a new set of skill sets. And those skill sets really transcend any one discipline. So you're not going to get just a chemical engineer. You need a chemical engineer who understands data, or integrating the IT components into the conversation, or the control components into the conversation. So having data science, and a domain all come together for that outcome. And one of the things that we found that was interesting was in some of these, you'll see as well, the outcomes that we were talking about were really aimed and really coalesced around this cross-team dynamic, whether it's cross-disciplinary things, or maybe cross-company dynamics, or even cross majors. So a mechanical engineer working with a chemical engineer in their environment, and really driving that forward. So when we look at this going forward, take into account how the student plays into this, how your company plays into the interaction, and the components there. Another key component that we took away and want to talk about is this event here, and the event that we had in the morning, was the first step in a set of events. It builds on some experience that you'll hear about this afternoon, but it also was a step along the way. So later on in the summer, in August, there's a foundations in process analytics and machine learning conference called FOPAM, F-O-P-A-M. You might want to look it up. It's in the first week in August in NC State. It's a conference put on by AICHE where the attendees are going to be a cross between academic and industry people coming together around these problems. And we're supporting that. So please look into that and support that as well. Lastly, going forward, we have a dinner tonight for our academic people. So if you've received an invitation for dinner, it'll be 7 o'clock after the reception starts and gets moving, so watch your watch. We'll meet in the lobby at 6:45 and then move on our way. Lastly, a couple of other things. First, I want to thank some people. So, Erica, where are you? There. So please give a round of applause to Erica. Today would not be at all possible without Erica. I'm just standing up here getting to talk. She's the one that did all the work. So if it goes horribly wrong, it's clearly my fault. And when it goes great, which I know it will, please thank Erica. And also Mike Myhook, who's going to be our MC today. So thanks for taking that bullet and introducing everybody. And then the corporate thank you. So thanks to our platinum sponsor, Pentium, and they'll be doing our ballroom reception tonight before we go out to dinner. And then finally, the ballroom sessions tomorrow start promptly at 9 a.m. So while you're out and having a good time, make sure that you drink a lot of water and then get up early to come be with us as we move forward. So thank you, and look forward to a great afternoon.